The streets is a myth, and we gonna talk about it. Huh? We gonna talk about it, man. You feel me? It's like when I brought y'all Streets is a Myth Part 1, man. Y'all wasn't feeling me. It's like when I brought y'all Streets is a Myth Part 1, man. Y'all wasn't feeling me. So it's like when I brought to you Streets is a Myth Part 2, you wasn't feeling me then. Huh? Y'all wasn't feeling me then. Streets is a Myth Part 2. That was the marathon. So y'all wasn't feeling me then. But now we at Part 3. You feel me? We're going to get into it, a conversation about Troy Ave. You know what I'm saying? The situation that happened in Irving Plaza, 2016. Yeah. We going to get into it. Let me show my face. What up? Huh? And this is the thing, right? The thing of it is this, right? To all y'all street individuals, to all y'all real so-called street this, front porch that, block this, block that, to all y'all type of individuals, right? To all y'all looking at yourselves like, man, I'm a real dude. I'm a real dude. I'm gonna get after it. You know what I'm saying? You put me in them situations. If I gotta do the time, I'm finna sit down, man. To all y'all individuals that say y'all stand on business, right? To all y'all dudes that be like, oh man, you know, I represent this corner, I represent this block, I represent this side, I represent this flag. Yeah. When you representing all that, and then you get hit with reality, when you get hit with reality of your consequences of your actions, and the judge tell you, hey man, if you don't get the snitch and you looking at football numbers, you looking at that, what they say, 10, 20, 40, 50, 100 years. You know what I'm saying? You looking at all that time, and now you want to be like, oh man, I got kids. Oh man, I'm real, right? I'm real in these streets, right? But man, my grandma, she ain't got a lot of time to live. You know, if I do them 20 years, man, I can't deal with that. I told you I was a real one. I told you I was a real street individual. I told you I was a stand. I stand on business. Yeah, I told you all that, right? Got it tattooed on my neck. When it came to sliding, oh yeah, I'm down for that. But then when you have to pay the consequences of your act, whether it was good or bad, why you can't stand on that? And that's why I always talk about, man, you go back and watch any of my videos when I talk about street conversations. I never make it look pretty. I tell you, hey man, ain't nothing wrong with you getting a job, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with you standing on real life situations in the sense of like, you know what? Instead of me going out here doing this criminal activity, at least if I got a 9 to 5, at least, in worst case, man, go into the military. If you love guns so much, why you don't go into the military? Because you know, at the end of the day, when you have to deal with your reaction, you have to deal with the consequences of your action, your reaction to whatever that happened. You know, you wasn't really built like that. See, that's what I talk about, right? I don't sit here and say there ain't no real dudes in the street. I don't tell you that it's not no real individuals that don't stand on business, but that is the thing. It's just only individuals. Because you take a group of anybody, 10 people, 20 people, how many of them won't snitch when they talking about, hey, bruh, if you don't tell on your partner, you don't tell on your Cody, hey, you finna do he about to do his time. You about to do them 30 years. You might do life if you don't get to tell him, man. So when I think about Troy Ave, right, I was watching, he put out a video on the Facto show. You know what I mean? Shout out to Troy Ave, man. But this is the thing, right? I was watching the Troy Ave clip on the Facto show he got on academics. You know what I'm saying? I had watched the clip where, he talked about he had to turn himself in. He's facing the time. Now, a lot of people, y'all know the history of what happened in Irving Plaza 2016. I'm not going to go in exact detail. Use your Googles on YouTube. There's so many different interviews Troy Ave did, and, different people talked about it. So you can find that information. But the thing I didn't know about what happened in Irving Plaza, right, is that I understood that it was guns in the car in Troy Ave car. His partners, him and his partners, his group of people, street dudes, whatever you have, whatever they want to call themselves, right? You know what I mean? Whatever they want to stand on, right? So they pulled up at Irving Plaza. They looking to perform at Ti concert for free, right? So I would imagine, I mean, I know it's illegal in New York, to carry guns. And if you do, you have to have a certain type of license for it and so on, right? But what I didn't know about with Troy Ave, when they pulled up in that car, I didn't know that it was multiple people in the car with him. I know about, the guy, unfortunately, rest in peace, what happened with when they were scuffling and stuff in the club. But I didn't know it was more than just him and I believe Banger that was in the club with him. It was some other individuals. You feel me? And so what happened in Irving Plaza, right? Troy Ave never got to his guns that was in the car, which he got caught with later. And from my understanding, that's also part of why he's going to jail, is because, of course, in New York, it's illegal to have guns. And if not, you have to have certain type of license and, carry. It's a whole different thing. And it just thinking about it, just like California, it's real strict out here. You can have it, but different cities, different counties, it really wavers. It's not as cut and dry as when you go to the South. Certain states in the South, you feel me? They are a lot more gun use or gun carrying. A lot more freely, I should say. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to New York, you go to California, it's a whole different ball game. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just ask Tory Lanez. You feel me? But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But my thing is this, right? What I didn't know about that they had guns in the car, and when the police came and after everything happened, like I said, I'm not going to go into detail about all that. Do your research if you're not familiar. They were supposed to, and this is another thing too. Hold up, before I say that, right? Even for me, can we make it real crystal clear for you? With me, I ain't never came on this internet and told you I was a street anything. I tell you, I'm a working man. I get out here and I grind in a legal, manner on how I conduct my business and how, I get to my bag. You feel me? But what I do know in any type of business, whether it's illegal or legit, you always protect the bag. And what I didn't know about with Troy Ave, what I did not know about Troy Ave is that all the guys that was in that car with him, where the guns was still in the vehicle with them, when they got caught, somebody was supposed to take those guns to protect Troy Ave, right? Because he the one with the bag, right? I mean, y'all street dudes, right? You don't supposed to snitch, right? You feel me? I mean, who said it's supposed to be fair? Life ain't fair. A relationship ain't fair. You feel me? So when I think about Troy Ave situation with the guns in the car, all these street dudes, or you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I get out here and handle mine and handle my can do. You feel me? All y'all street dudes, all them dudes that was in that car with Troy Ave, right? Why none of y'all took that charge for him? Because Troy Ave was the bag. I thought in any business, even me being a businessman, when it comes down to the business, you always protect the bag. You always protect the business. The business is the bag. Troy Ave is the business, meaning he is the bag. So why wouldn't one of y'all street individuals take the charge for him? And when I was watching that video that Troy Ave put out off the Facto show, You know what I'm saying? They were talking to him and the lady that was there with him. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I don't have no. When I do my lives, I don't have no script I'm reading. You feel me? This is all off my memory. You feel me? My mental Rolodex. You feel me? But anyway, I did not know with Troy Ave, it was multiple dudes in the car, and when they got caught with what was in the car, nobody else took the charge. Now, all these YouTubers, all these content creators that been studying this case or talking about Troy Ave and saying this about that, even Zip with the Drip. Shout out to Zip with the Drip, right? But even with him, I know he did an interview with Taxstone and all that. You feel me? But nobody ever talk about that from what I can recollect. If somebody know, leave a message, leave a comment on my video, whether you're watching it live or on the playback, and let me know, because from my understanding, nobody talked about the other individuals that was in the vehicle when the police searched the car that that Troy Ave was in, and why nobody took the charge. It wasn't a murder charge because the guns that was in the car was never fired because they never got to him, right? So if y'all street dudes, y'all street, you street this, you street that, you slide this, you slide that, you ready to, you know what I'm saying? Give them that, dig them smack, you ready to pow, 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 you feel me? You ready to swing it out? So you willing to do all this, but then when it comes down to the actual business, y'all don't want to protect the bag. And what I was listening to with Troy Ave, he was saying one of the dudes, I guess, he thought he was a real one. He was talking about one of the dudes who didn't want to take the charge. He was like, "Oh man, Troy, I got kids, man. I got kids, man." And I can only can imagine. I was not there. And now keep in mind, I don't condone this, but I'm just saying in the street element, this is supposed to be required of you. Just like when I go to work, I know I have a certain criteria that I have to meet for me to continue working at this facility, continue getting this bag for them from these corporations. There is certain things I have to do to maintain my position. So if you in the streets, that's still a job, good or bad. So you in the streets, your job is to protect your bag, protect your business. And Troy Ave is your business. So why nobody protected him? You know what I'm saying? But I hear all these dudes on the internet always talking about, oh, he a snitch, he a snitch, he a snitch. But ain't nobody talking about why nobody took the charges. Why nobody took the gun charge? You know what I'm saying? It was guns in the car that they did not use. Why nobody took that? Y'all street dudes, right? Y'all do time. It's nothing. I was watching a Zip with the Drip. He said he did what, 20 years? That's nothing. He said it was nothing. So what's wrong with y'all street dudes? You feel me? This is your line of business. You a thug, you a hooligan, whatever you are. Stand on your business, man. Do your time. You don't want to work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to go work for the man. You don't want to have to get out here and actually get up and be productive every day in real life. No, you want to slide, you want to do this, you want to do that. Okay, cool. Guess what? This is the consequences that comes with that. Why didn't one of y'all take the, you know what I'm saying? Take the charge, protect the bag. Oh, okay. And I bet you I'm gonna have some comments on here. Oh man, we knew he was gonna snitch. That's why we didn't take the charge. Oh, okay. That's why I say, man, I'm never gonna come on here and tell you I'm talking any street anything, man. I'm a grown man first. I'm a father first. When it comes to family, I handle my business and handle my can do to make sure my family life is in order. You feel me? To the best of my ability. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I never came on here and told y'all, man, I'm richer than this, I'm richer than that. No, I'm doing well, but hey man, I still got to go to work every day, and I'm proud to do that. Because guess what? I'd rather do that than be having to worry about y'all street code that ain't nobody upholding, and then you the one stuck doing all the time. You feel me? You stuck doing all your time because your partner wanna, you know what I'm saying, wanna shoot at the police and try to, oh, get away, go hurry up, swing. You know what I mean? You like, hold up, I'm in my car. You feel me? You want to get active with the police, and my vehicle didn't let me know. So now I'm stuck with a charge. I can't snitch. So instead of me worrying about situations like that, I'd rather just go to work. I know that's not the, that's the most pretty thing to hear. That's not the most, glorifying moment you need to hear, but this is real life we talking about. Real life is not always peaches and cream. Real life is not an Instagram flick all day. You feel me? Somebody got to go work. Somebody got to go and put in these hours to make sure the basics and the necessities in the household, the kids is straight. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. In my 40 plus years on this earth, I have two daughters, right? Near one of my daughters will ever understand EBT. None of my kids will never have to go and get on any type of government aid. I'm sorry. That's just how I work. I built myself up. So at least if I need to go do it, I will do it. Sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude. Check this out. Wait a minute. Let's back off of that, right? Let me let y'all know, right? Let me keep something all the way 1,000 with you. You know what I'm saying? I hear all these scenarios. Oh, if this happened, this happened. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, right? If I ever lost my job, if I ever, had to downsize, I would downsize to a studio apartment. And if it was only enough room for my lady and my kids, and somebody had to sleep in the car, guess who's sleeping in the car every night? Me. For me, I stand on business when it comes to me and mine, just like y'all stand on business, quote unquote. We're talking about your street code. That's real, some real BS because y'all don't stand on shit, man. But anyway, hold up. If I gotta sleep in my car for my kids, my lady to be in a house apartment, it's only enough room for them, and somebody has to sacrifice. I'm built to be the sacrifice. That's a man role. You sacrifice so the ones that you love, the ones you take care of, the ones you put in position, maintain their position. So just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, since y'all want to talk this street talk, we talking man talk at the same time. You feel me? So if we have to downsize to a studio, I will feel comfortable every night sleeping in my car, paying the bills, making sure the house is in order for my lady and my kids. I would do that in the drop of a hat, not even a thought process. It's done. Because I know at one day, at some point in time, I'm gonna get it back, if not double with what we had. You feel me? So I'm just saying that's a worst case scenario, just to give you a better understanding of me. If you're new, if you're new to my channel, you're not familiar with Sean B. Stoller, that's the game I bring to you. We talk about real life situations, real life conversations, and real life dedications that you have to commit for you and yours. So they don't have to go to the block. So they don't have to be sliding on this, sliding on that. You ain't got to run out here saying you a street anything. You feel me? Now, if you choose to do it, that was on you. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, the old saying is, I can take you to the water, but I cannot make you drink. So that goes for my children as well. You feel me? But back to Troy Ave, right? I just had to say that because there need to be some order around here. You feel me? So at least you get an understanding of what you're dealing with, who you talking to. And I just feel like, right, with the Troy Ave situation, it's just real funny to me. It's not funny, but it is funny to me for the fact that you got all these dudes, you know what I'm saying, that are say, oh man, if this go down, I just do the time. You know what I mean? Just put some money on my books. Make sure I got my you know what I'm saying? Get my package. Send me a package once a month with my oodles and noodles. You feel me? Keep my my conversary, keep my conversary money loaded up every month. I'm good. Right? That's what they say, right? Until that reality kick in. You ever seen them? It's all on the internet too. You can see when people get sentenced, somebody then, shot somebody or you know what I mean, did this to a family member. And then when they sitting in court and they telling them you got life, you can see the life fall out of them right then and there. Someone be crying, big crocodile tears coming out their face. But if you rewind back when you was on the street, you was the hardest out. When you was on the street, couldn't nobody tell you nothing. Somebody step on your shoe, you ready to get busy. Somebody trying to holler at your lady, you ain't checking your woman. You want to go do something to the dude. So you the hardest out. But then when you get in that cell block, when they tell you how many years you face it, now you want to cry. Now you want to say, mama. Now you want to say, oh man, I can't do the time. Where do I sign? I tell you where he get his hair braided. I tell you what a drop spot is, where we go every first of the month. You know what I'm saying? They telling everything. You know what I'm saying? They telling everything. And that's why I say, man, I've been saying this over a year now. One day y'all gonna feel me, man. That's why I say, man. I've been saying this. And I just look at when like I said, I think about the Troy Ave situation. It's at the end of the day, the last clip I seen. A matter of fact, I'm gonna show it. I think I'm gonna bring the audio up in a little bit. I won't show it because YouTube they be playing, but I got the audio. I'm gonna play that Troy Ave had a message he put out there, and I'm gonna just play it in a little bit. And I gotta say, I gotta give Troy Ave major respect, and also, just man to man, man. I respect him that much more for the fact that he ain't out here other than the tax stone situation. Which I mean, for me, I guess I'm not a street dude, so I would have said the same thing. But for the fact that he ain't crying about, he know he's facing time. I believe he's going to Rikers Island. With his last message say he's gonna be at Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? And from what I could tell with the images he have put out since he went in, he stood on business, even though, like he said in his last video he put out, he was talking about how all these dudes, nobody was willing to take the charge. So, you just basically the streets is a myth. And I've been saying the same thing. The streets is a myth. You know what I mean? All you guys that say, "Oh man, we stand on business and we this, we that." Yeah, it's cool when you out there and you doing it to other individuals. It's all good when you doing that. But when you facing that time, when they throwing them football numbers at you, your grandma, she got diabetes, she ain't gonna live through it. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Your little brother, he gonna have to grow up without you. Your sister, she may be on the block. The block is hot. The block is hot. Your sister may be on the block. You know what I'm saying? Get it how she get it, right? Can't face that reality. But you wasn't looking at the flip side of the reality of what you was doing to other individuals, right? Because if you take somebody's life, that's somebody else, brother. That's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody else, mother, son, mother, daughter, daddy's little boy. So you don't worry about that when you out there doing your activity, right? So that just tripped me out how, some of these dudes can go out here, women too, go out here and do what y'all do to other individuals. And then when the tables turn and you gotta face the reality of your actions, now you want to get the snitching. Now you want to get the telling. Oh, I can't take the charge. But you was just the hardest out. You was the one that's quick to react, quick to get in somebody's face, ready to, you know what I'm saying, pop them shots. And now you don't want to deal with the reality of your actions. Now you want to sit here and try to put the blame on somebody else. You feel me? It's like if you love guns so much, you know what I'm saying? We can have a military in the United States. You can pick one. We got the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines. What else you want? Feel really brave. We got the Navy SEAL for you. You know what I'm saying? You can work for Homeland Security if you that gangster. I'm just saying we have areas, you know what I'm saying, within the United States where you can exercise, you know, your weaponry where it can be doing some good for the country instead of you being a menace to society. That's a bar. Do you feel? Huh? You know, I guess that's not the cool thing to hear though, right? That's not the thing you really want to, you know, hang your hat on. You feel me? Nah, that ain't too cool. You feel me? When you talk to your partners, you know what I'm saying? You ain't out there, you not following they lead, so you know what I'm saying? That don't sound cool. But let me tell you something, right? When you go to prison and y'all gotta share bunk beds together, two grown ass men. You feel me? You got a toilet in your room. How gangster was that, Playboy? And then when you do your laundry, right? Out here in the free world, you can have your own, if you got a little paper, you can have your laundry, a laundry station inside your apartment. If you got more dollars, you can buy you a house and have a laundry room, right? Or go to a laundry mat and you wash your own clothes. Well, guess what? When you go to prison, nah, we got a community washer and dryer, right? You feel me? They got a community washer and dryer. If you don't get a chance to go to Disneyland, because they got a Disneyland for y'all to go to. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get chose to go to Disneyland prison, you know what I'm saying? They got community washers and dryers. So meaning you don't even know if you're gonna get back your same washers, your same underwear that you wear because it's all jumbled in with everybody else's. So if you don't want to do that, that means you have to wash your underwear in your toilet, man. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be in the free world. You don't want to be able to go to regular laundry mats, or if you got more paper, have your own laundry room inside your house or whatever. Nah, you don't want that. You want to be sharing a bunk bed with another grown ass man, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to be washing your underwear in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you got to wait till you finish the number two, and then you got to wait so many hours, and then after that many hours, you can then, you know what I'm saying? You can clean the bowl out, your toilet bowl, and you can wash your underwear in there, huh? Yeah, there you go, gangster. There you go, hooligan. There you go, street individual. There you go, block this, block that, man. You niggas is dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like for real though. Like for real. Y'all dumb as hell, bro. And it's like that's why it kills me when I hear some of these dudes on the internet. They be quick to call people snitches and this and that. Well, hey, I give you that, right? I give you that. But the flip side is, I just feel like the reason why they snitching is because they never was real gangsters. You feel me? It wasn't no real street dude. They was playing a part. It was like they was playing a move. They thought this was training day. You feel me? They out there like King Kong ain't got on me. Shoot program. That's what they thought, right? They thought it was a movie. They thought, okay, we can go out here and hurt people, but at the end of the movie, I get to go home because that's what snitching is, right? Snitching is at the end of the day, you get to go home at some point. You don't have to sit in cell block 8. You feel me? You don't have to wash your drawers in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to share a bunk bed with another grown ass man. You feel me? Smelling all they gas every night. So that's what snitches are. They really ain't street. They lying to y'all, bro. All they doing is setting y'all up for failure, man. You know what I'm saying? They setting you up for failure because they playing a part like it's a movie. And long as the money coming, long as they get away from the police, y'all good. You ain't got to worry about them snitching on you until reality kick in, until they have to face the consequences of their action. And now they telling them like it's a football game. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And now they get to telling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because it's like if you ever watched that show, First 48, they used to give them the ultimate feast. I don't even think they giving them that no more. They probably taking them to McDonald's, bro. You get a number 2 or a number 1, and you can't supersize, and they get the talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Before you get an ultimate feast and maybe a cigarette, they taking you to McDonald's. That's how much y'all snitching now. Matter of fact, they ain't even giving y'all no combo meals. You gotta pick from the what's that the value meal. You get you a McChicken or a McDouble with a small fry. That's it. You don't get no drink, nothing, bro. That's how much they snitching now. They ain't getting no ultimate feast. They ain't getting no Newport. They ain't getting none of that, bro. You getting a striker. They don't give you a striker cigarette, one cigarette. You feel me? And take your ass to McDonald's, bro, and go off the value menu. You ain't even getting a menu. You're not even getting a combo, bro. That's how much they snitching. They downgraded y'all down to the value meal, bro. I would call it the dollar menu, but that don't exist no more, unless you're getting a coffee or a soda. You feel me? Other than that, you got to go off the value meal. What you want, the McChicken or the McDouble, Playboy? We got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people were saying the streets is a myth. I mean, it always been a myth if you really want to be honest, because you can't tell me what era when you didn't have snitches. Tell me an era where it wasn't a snitch and y'all was out there doing criminal activity. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait. It maybe wasn't so flamboyant, how they so quick to do it so openly today. Okay, I give you that. But anybody that's in the streets or anybody that study the streets, right? Snitching is part of the streets. That's the street culture. You want to talk about culture? Snitching is part of the street culture, bro. So if you in the streets, you got to understand at some point in time, either you're going to snitch or your partner or the chick you laying up with or your plug is eventually going to snitch on you, Playboy. Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, yeah. This how it goes, man. So snitching is the culture of the street life. So if you're not prepared to snitch, or if you're not prepared for your partners to snitch on you so you can do all the time, while they at your baby mama house, you feel me, getting it in. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You remember how you was telling your partners how your girl got that gobble gobble 3000? She got that Aquafina. Oh yeah, yeah, they gonna be testing that out while you doing 20 years because you ain't getting out for a long time. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about your kids. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Your partner and them, they're gonna take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Or not. You feel me? So don't worry about that. You do 20 years, cool. While you doing 20, your girl be bouncing around in this one, that one. Oh, my bad. She ain't your girl no more. You doing 20 years. She gonna leave you after about a year or two. You know what I'm saying? Because they usually stick around for about, I'll give you a good one to stick around for maybe 2 years. But by that third year, them packages really slow up. You don't get them many pictures no more. Yeah, 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 yeah. They got a new dude. They may got married, and they don't want no issue with their new man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And now your kids is calling the next man daddy. But don't worry about that. That's not important to you because you a street dude. You want to enjoy the fruits of your labor and you're going to do the 20 to 40 years and don't worry about it. So you, like they say, you ball for 5 and then you do 40 years after that. So don't worry about it. That's not important. Family, kids, wife, you know what I'm saying? Your grandma, don't worry about none of that, bro. You can, what's that's not important. What? You want to get out here and live your life, playboy? You a real slider. You feel me? You a real slider out here. You getting active. You doing this. You doing that. Cool, cool, cool. You know what I mean? Until you find out, you feel me? Your best partner, your best goon is laying up with your chick, bro. Now you ready to sing, but it's too late. It's too late. Too late, baby. Should have snitched already, but your partners did it already. Hey. Should have snitched already, but your partners did it already. Hey. I'm just saying, bro. Y'all too gangster for me, man. Y'all know what I mean? And then I'm hearing snitches that, some of they pay, some of them get over 100,000 a year to be out here. You feel me? Running a mouth, snitching on this person. Bro, you know what I'm saying? You can be working fast food. You ain't gonna see no 100,000. But you got people out here talent, out here snitching, man, because they wasn't really no street dudes. They was out here false flagging. What they say, false flagging, man. You feel me? You got a whole bunch of dudes. Matter of fact, you right now, anybody call themselves a street dude, somebody next to you right now is false flagging, bro. And you will never find out until they facing them football years. You will never find out until they get into a pinch and they don't have no way of getting out until they have to give up you. Huh? And then that's when that value meal is going to come out. You feel me? That's when they gonna get that value meal. You can get that McChicken or that McDouble with a small fry and one of those little. They gonna. Matter of fact, they ain't even getting the soda. They gonna get the water cup, bro, with no top, no straw, no nothing. They gonna give them a water cup, a McChicken, or a McDouble with a small fry, and they gonna get the talent. Yeah, man. They gonna get the talent, man. Yeah, I mean that's how much they snitching today. They don't even get the value. They don't even get the combo meal. They have to order off the value meal. You feel me? They gotta order them a McChicken or a McDouble, bro. Back in the days, on First 48, they used to get the ultimate feast, a Newport, fresh Newport, man. Now you getting the striker, striker cigarette. You know what I mean? The ones with no filter on them. And they take you to McDonald's. You don't even get a combo, bruh. But hey, you a street dude, so you should be used to that. Because snitching is part of your program. Snitching is part of your culture, man. You feel me? Welcome to your new culture. How cool does this sound? How cool does it sound when your culture is snitching is upon you? You know what I mean? The question is how quick are you going to snitch, or how quick they're going to snitch on you? I don't know. You know what I mean? But like I said, I gotta give a shout out to Troy Ave because at least he stood on business, man. Because on the video he put out, he didn't look like he was good. He definitely wasn't snitching. I mean, he told on Taxstone, but shoot, I would have too, man. But the people that was in that car, they wasn't a part of Taxstone. That's why I didn't know that those people in that car didn't do that. So hold on, I got something from Troy Ave. Let me see if I can play it.
You might see me, you might not see me for a while. But just know.
Hold up, let me play it back.
All right, y'all, here it go. About to run up in the court. You might cheat me, you might not see me for a while. But just know, the streets is a myth. All them people that was in the car with me, I ended up taking the guns. You know,
You heard that? Rewind that back. He said all those people in the car, I had to take the charge for the gun. Huh? Listen to this back one more time, man. This is for y'all street dudes in the back, right? This is for y'all street dudes in the back. Well, listen to this, man.
you know what I'm saying? Somebody shot at me. Instead of me laying down and dying, I'd have been a hero or martyr. I take the gun and bust back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And here you have it. Here go the consequences. But we don't crowd spill milk.
Right.
You take the lemons and you make lemonade. You feel me? God is great and paper straight.
Take lemons and make lemonade, man. Shout out to sure, shout out to Troy Ave, man. Shout out to Troy Ave, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want to say about that man. I personally do not know him. This is not being. I'm not being paid for this. You feel me? I don't know this dude from a hole in the wall, but I respect any man that at least good or bad they stand on what they stand on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing this video, this live, the way I'm doing it, because for anybody that's looking for or trying to get an understanding, this is what you have to look forward to when you want to get into this criminal activity. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't writing letters to the judge, telling the judge, oh yeah, you looking for them extra guns? I can show you, I can tell you where they at. Nah. He stood on business. He did his time, or he's about to do his time for the acts that he was involved in. And like he said, you know, he had to react in a tragic situation because his best friend, closest friend, you know what I'm saying? The thing that happened in the club, he was reacting. And at least with Troy Ave, he's standing on business, unlike them dudes that was in the car with him with them guns. Because the guns never made it in the club. That the ones that Troy Ave had in the car. But somehow Troy Ave, the only one out of that whole vehicle, was charged or being charged for the guns that was left in the car that they did not bring into the club that night at Irving Plaza, 2016. So what does that tell you about these street dudes, man? Especially, you know what? You got to really look out. I mean, just think about it, right? They always say the person that talk the loudest, or when it's time to get busy, or they about to fight or something. They say that usually the one that do all the talking is the weakest link. On a street level, you got to think the same way. The dude that's out here hollering, yeah, man, I'm the realest. Man, whatever you want to do, we can slide on him tonight. We can slide on him tonight. That's the same dude gonna be the first one telling on you, bruh. That's gonna be the first one telling on you, man. That dude that tell you, man, I'm with you, man. You know what I'm saying? You my brother's keeper. You my brother keeper. I am. You know what I'm saying? That's a serious situation, but that's when I laugh, I'm not making fun of anybody. It's just that's my natural reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's my little kick. You know what I mean? My little tick is that when it's something serious, I kind of laugh a little bit. But this is not me, laughing at anybody that passed away or that was majorly hurt and injured in that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's just my little tick on when I talk about something super serious. I kind of laugh like that. But I just think that that loudest, the people that's the loudest in the room, you know what I mean? The ones that's saying they, man, whatever it takes, I'm ready to do this and do that. Just remember, them gonna be the first ones trying to get that. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get that check for being to be the snitch of the year. You feel me? You know, most snitches, I'm pretty sure they got, you know how you get plaques and YouTube, you get so many subscribers and at certain jobs, you know, employee of the month. I bet you I bet you at the police station, FBI station, wherever it's at, right? For they snitching program. I bet you they got plaques for snitches, man. You feel man, this our snitch. We just been down for 20 years. It's got a 20-year plaque. You know, when you work at a job, especially most union jobs, you know, they recognize each year you work. So if you the snitch of the year and you've been the ultimate snitch for 20 years, you probably getting like a nice little leather jacket with it say snitching on the back. You know what I mean? He telling. You know what I mean? They probably don't say snitching. They're gonna try to have it, you know, have it low key. They're gonna have it, they're gonna call it he telling. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The storyteller. This the top. I have the top 10 list of storytelling. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Who can tell a story the better, man? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell you, bro. If you're not prepared to get snitched on or do the snitching, you ain't street. That's how I look at it now. You not street if you ain't snitching, man. You gotta be out here snitching, telling. You feel me? You gotta be out here telling. If you a real street dude, you supposed to be telling, bro. Or be prepared to get told on. That's the reality you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to deal with the ones that's gonna say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do. How much y'all paying?" You know, I heard the pay went up for the snitching program too, so they just got a bonus, man. So get ready for that bonus pay, man. It's coming. It's a new year, so they probably got a new bonus pay. You know, they got a new tier you got to meet. You know what I'm saying? For snitching. You know what I mean? They got a new tier. They're gonna have a higher tier, you know, that they're gonna have it in sections. Like, okay, you snitch like over 20 times. Okay, you get this small plaque. Okay, you snitch over 500, man, you get this, you get this plus a bonus check. Then you start getting into the ultimate snitching. You know what I mean? You got over 1,000 snitches a month. You know what I'm saying? Leading to, you know, a lot of arrests. You know what I'm saying? You get a whole block, you know what I'm saying? You get a whole avenue. You know what I'm saying? You the snitch of the year. You know they got pimp of the year. They got snitch of the year coming soon. The snitch of the year coming soon. Huh? I tell you, man. I tell you, Sean B. Stoller said it first, man. You know, if you're new to my channel, hit that like button. You know, hit that subscribe button. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration, man. That's how you show love to the channels. Hit that like button as you come on in, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button as you come on in. Because I got to tell you, man. Snitching is all they say. Economy is going through an inflation and they trying to get the prices down. You know, I only can imagine the snitching program. You know what I mean? That's probably at an ultimate high. You know, when folks' money get real low, that's when they get to really snitching, big snitching. You know what I mean? They paper low. You know, the judge is telling them, "Hey, man, we can't work with you. You know, we need 10 more bodies. We need 10 more arrests, man. We need big time arrests. Who you know?" He over there. Yeah. I got a few, old accounts I can cash in, like in Training Day. You know, the movie Training Day with Denzel. When Denzel got into a bad situation, they was like, "Man, you gotta pay the money, you gotta pay the Russians this money by this deadline." He was like, "No problem." Denzel was like, "I'm gonna cash in one of my old accounts." And that was one of his partners, man. You know what I mean? One of his partners. He was a D boy, but he snitched on him, man. Got him up out of there. You know what I mean? And his partner, he couldn't believe it. He like, man, you ain't no cop. So all y'all gangsters out there, y'all street individuals, you know what I'm saying? You street this, hooligan that. Just know that this is the snitching program that comes with being street. So when you think of a street dude, think of snitching. That goes hand in hand. But for every street dude, you probably got 10 snitches, bro. So not only you have to worry about the police, not only you have to worry about your close loved ones and family, friends. You not only have to worry about their life being affected, right? Or being in danger because of your actions. Not only that, then you have, if you're in a gang, you have gang rivals. You got, you know what I'm saying, people that's quick to tell on you. And then you're going to have the snitching program. So just imagine, look at all that stress on you, bro. I hope it pay well. I hope y'all criminals out there, I hope you're getting paid very well because look at all that stress and so many different things you have to deal with to be a street dude. You feel me? Because you don't just have the police, you don't just have gangs. You got common everyday people. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to be on top of your game. Then you got the snitching program out there. And from what I'm hearing, they giving out extra bonuses now. You know what I'm saying? So that means snitching is at an all-time high. They like, bring them in. You know what I'm saying? Bring them on in. We got the snitching program. Check this out. We pay 100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And based on the quality of snitching, based on the quality, if you give us some big timers out there, we kick in bonuses. You get extra paid days off. Absolutely. So the question is, how gang are you? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to hear Sean B. Stoller. You don't want to hear when I say, man, you should get a job, man. You rather have slow money than no money. Now, you don't want to hear that. Oh, that's too slow, bro. I can go on a block and quadruple that, and you know what I'm saying? Less than 5 days, man. You feel me? Yeah, you ain't trying to hear that. You don't want to hear about no pension, no 401k, no stock options. Nah, medical. Nah, don't worry about that. Matter of fact, you won't live long, so don't worry about medical. You don't need no medical program, no retirement plan. Absolutely not. Why would you need that? You a street dude. You got you got a 5 year run on the streets, and then after that, you're gonna be in cell block 8, for another 10, 20, 30 years. You feel me? So yeah, don't worry about that, man. You're good. And if you happen to make it out, guess what? Now your digital reputation is shot. If you're not familiar with that, you got to go back and watch my digital reputations. You know what I'm saying? Now your digital reputation is shot. And now, since we're in a digital area, we're in a digital era, everything you do leaves a digital trace. They can always trace back to your job, where your last residency was located. They can find out who you work for, if you was working a legitimate job, how long you been unemployed, what your credit score look like, who you affiliated with. All that is accessible of one click online. So don't worry about that. Like I said, you got you a good 5 year run, maybe 10 if you're lucky, right? And then after that, we're going to hit you with them football numbers. So don't worry about it, man. You feel me? All your property, all that's going to be gone. We finna seize everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything with your name on it or affiliated to, or anything we can link back to a criminal organization. Oh, yeah. All that's gone, my friend. Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. You about to do 20 years in prison. That's not important to you. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So let this be a learning lesson for those who's considering street activity or thinking that this is a cool venture to go in life because you didn't have an option because you living in the hood. But what I like to say is you always have an option. Once you jump off that porch and you become a grown individual, you always had a choice. I'm not talking about little kids. I'm not talking about underage adults. I'm talking about grown individuals. Because guess what, right? You could be mama's son all day. Once you turn 18 and you go out here in the world that we live in, you do a criminal act. Are they going to treat you like a minor or will they charge you as an adult? I'm just curious. Because your mama can say you're a baby all day. But when you go out here and you leave that porch that you grew up on and you go out here and have a baby, do a crime, you go into a bank, you're trying to bribe the bank, and they're going to say, oh, he's 19. Oh, he's just a baby. We're going to let him go. You really think that's going to happen? So when people say, oh, he a youngster. Yeah, he's a young adult. She's a young lady. Yes. But kid, no. You know, I got the saying that I say to my kids all the time. Even if you 16, 17, if you choose to go out here and do some activities, whether it's sexual that you agreed to, you have to understand there's a consequence that could happen based on your actions that you choose to do. I'm going to help you only to a certain degree. You have to deal with your decisions of your actions. So once you jump off this porch and you become a grown adult, you can be a young adult, but you're not a kid no more. The world is not going to treat you like a kid. The penitentiary is not going to say, oh, you're 19. We're going to put you, with the juvenile center. We're going to send you to the juvenile center. No, Playboy. No, 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 no. You finna be in there with some grown ass gladiator men. You feel me? 30, 40, 50, however year old, right? Right? So if you're not built for the crime, if you're not built for the time, don't do the crime. I'm sorry. As simple as that. You know right from wrong. You know taking something that you didn't pay for is wrong and it's illegal, especially here in this great country of the United States. You know what I'm saying? If you don't work hard for it and you want to take it from somebody just because you don't have it and they do, that doesn't make you right. And that doesn't mean that you don't face the consequences of your actions. You feel me? So please let this be a learning lesson for those who want to listen, because I know some won't. And unfortunately, after you go through your life situation and you come across one of my videos, you're gonna be like, damn, I should have listened. Huh? Hey man. So this was a live talking about Troy Ave, but really it's talking about you. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you my experience, my opinion, my thoughts. I am Sean B. Stoller. Thank you for watching this live. I will be back live tomorrow. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And when this live is over, go ahead and hit the live tab. You can see all my other lives I have done. You feel me? I got a lot of game, a lot of sauce I drop throughout every video I bring to you. So hope you enjoy this live. Until next time, peace.